And Jerry Lee went down that road. He dated. He married his cousin, and his cousin was like 13, and he was obviously not. And that got him in a lot of trouble. Trust me. He was a rebel in rock and roll music, and they were already looking for reasons to get rid of this rock and roll music stuff. That was the whole thing, man. This rock and roll's got to go. You seen it? They break the record. Not on WAKC. We're playing that stuff here. And they were trying to get rid of it because they didn't like the music. They thought it was evil or something. So they were just looking for reasons to put these guys in jail or get them in trouble or kick them off stage or whatever. Elvis, they were trying to say that he was lewd and crude, and they were trying to say, you can't do that or we'll throw you in jail. He was, Jacksonville, he was told he couldn't even do certain things on stage or they were going to arrest him, Elvis himself. So they were looking for reasons to kick these guys off and stuff. So when Jerry Lee did that, and he married his cousin and stuff, and she was underage and all that, that just ruined it for him. That darn near derailed him. I know he's around today and he's still making music and stuff, but trust me, it really derailed Jerry Lee. So Elvis seen that, and then the whole Priscilla thing comes about. Priscilla's like 14 years old, man. She's 14, she's wearing this little sailor suit, little bow tie, bows on it, looking all young and stuff. And, he's in Germany, he's like, he's almost 10 years older than she is, And he knows that he already seen what happened to Jerry. Jerry Lee, he don't want to go down that road, so he played it cool. He didn't do nothing. He asked for permission from the family if she could come up to Graceland when she was 15, going on 16. She was 16 years old when she first came to Graceland at Christmas time. And Elvis didn't do anything, trust me. He made sure there was always someone in the room on purpose. He didn't want anybody talking or saying that it was this, that, or the other, and he always had an alibi. He had someone with him at all times. Until she got old enough. And that's a whole different ballgame. But at that point, he wasn't going to go down that road. So I have to thank my friend Jerry Lee for keeping Elvis out of trouble. So Jerry Lee paved the highway of what you don't do, so Elvis would know what to do. So I just wanted to, since with your song, I just wanted to give that story. It kind of gave me a way to talk about it. Yes, sometimes he did. A matter of fact, Elvis always had the Bible nearby, and a lot of times, if you've seen Elvis's Bible, it was mostly, he would underline a lot of stuff. His Bible was scribble marks. He would write stuff in it. He would underline stuff. His Bible was beat because, it was like a working Bible. He worked it. Yeah, it was just beat like nice. He was writing stuff beside stuff. Like he didn't want to forget it, and he knew it. He knew the Bible. And the other books that he had near his bed, and a matter of fact, it was the last book he read. It was called The Scientific Search for the Face of Jesus, and it was about the Shroud of Turin. Elvis read that right before he died. That was the last thing he was reading. So he was the last thing he did was he was reading about religion and Jesus Christ. So that's just something to know. So trust me when I tell you, he went to the right place because he was doing the right thing at the right time. Elvis always was. So with that said, guys, I'm going to close out the room tonight. I love each and every one of you. Thank you so much. Yeah, me too. No doubt about it. But yeah, that's what he was reading. It was called The Scientific Search for the Face of Jesus. And it was about the Shroud of Turin. Thank you everybody for being in the room. And a little bit of Angel and CGH and tucking FICO. Matt, I gotta watch myself. Evie. Oh yeah, one last thing guys before I go, and I'm gonna say goodnight. What was the last words Elvis uttered on this earth before he passed away? What was the last things that he said? The last words out of his mouth that anybody... No? It's not okay, I will. It's okay, I won't. Yeah, she said don't fall asleep. That's, Ginger Alden said don't fall asleep. And he said, okay, I won't. Yep. Yeah, Ginger Alden, the girl that he had up there, in Graceland, that kind of reminded him of Priscilla. And there's a lot of stories about what in the future would have held for those two. And at that point, she was up there and just keeping him company. And, Elvis really wasn't doing a whole lot except sleeping and resting and just really getting ready for the next concert tour is all he really was doing. That night was the day before the next concert tour. Well, supposedly on Christmas Day, 1977, they were going to get married. Supposedly. Yeah. All right. Okay, guys, I'm going to close out the room. We could go on for a long, long time. There's a lot we can talk about, and we'll do that tomorrow. We'll bring it back. We will see you all tomorrow night. Same time, same place. Good night, everybody.